Most people get real estate investing wrong from the very beginning. They assume you need huge money, perfect credit, or years of experience before you can even start. But here's the truth no one tells you. Today, you can invest in real estate directly from your phone, often with very small amounts of money, and you don't even need to own a full property. And if you stay with me, you'll learn exactly which apps actually make this possible, how they work, what risks you need to watch out for, and how beginners are already building real estate income streams without ever becoming landlords. Quick promise before we start. By the end of this video, you'll understand the 7 best real estate investment apps, how each one works in simple terms, who they are best for, and how to avoid the common mistakes like hidden fees, low liquidity, and overhyped returns. Now let's get straight into it because this is where most beginners waste time. They download random apps, invest blindly, and don't understand what they actually own. Let's start with one of the most popular entry points in modern real estate investing. First, let's talk about Fundrise. Fundrise is one of the most well-known real estate investment apps, especially in the United States. It allows you to invest in diversified real estate portfolios, starting with relatively small amounts. Instead of buying a single property, your money is spread across multiple real estate projects like residential buildings, commercial spaces, and development funds. Now here's where it gets interesting. Imagine someone named Alex living in California. Alex doesn't have enough money to buy a rental property. But with Fundrise, Alex can invest a small amount and still earn returns from multiple real estate projects. But here's the problem most beginners don't realize. Fundrise is not like a stock trading app. You cannot instantly withdraw your money. Real estate is slow. That means your investment is usually locked in for a period of time. So Fundrise is best for long-term investors who want passive exposure and are comfortable waiting years, not weeks. Now, let's move to the second app. And this one is slightly different. Second, we have Realtime Mogul. Realtime Mogul is a real estate crowdfunding platform that focuses on both commercial and residential property deals. It allows you to invest in specific projects rather than just a diversified portfolio. Now here's where things get interesting. Let's say Jake from Texas wants to invest in a commercial apartment building in another state. With Realtime Mogul, Jake can choose a specific deal, review its details, and invest alongside other investors. But here's the catch. These deals often have minimum investment requirements and long holding periods. And not all deals perform equally well. So Realtime Mogul is best for investors who want more control over what they invest in, rather than a fully automated portfolio. Now let's shift to something more beginner-friendly. Third is Arrived Homes. Arrived Homes is one of the most accessible real estate investment apps for beginners. It allows you to buy shares in rental properties, both single-family homes and vacation rentals. Now, here's the key idea. Instead of owning a full house, you own a portion of it. And you earn income from rent collected on that property. Now imagine John, a college graduate, who wants to start investing but only has a small budget. With Arrived Homes, John can invest in a rental property without dealing with tenants, repairs, or property management. But here's the limitation. You don't control the property. You also can't sell instantly. And returns depend on rental performance and property appreciation. So Arrived Homes is best for beginners who want simple, passive real estate income without complexity. Now let's move into a slightly different category. Fourth is Roofstock. Roofstock is a real estate marketplace focused on turnkey rental properties. That means properties that are already rented out and generating income. Now here's where it gets interesting. Unlike fractional apps, Roofstock allows you to buy actual rental properties online. You are the full owner. But the properties come with tenants already in place. Let's say Sarah from New York wants to own rental property in another state. Instead of flying there, inspecting homes and managing agents, she can buy through Roofstock and immediately start earning rental income. But here's the problem. Full ownership means full responsibility. Even if management is handled, you still carry market risk, vacancy risk, and property depreciation risk. So Roofstock is best for investors who want real ownership, but prefer a streamlined online buying process. Now let's move into the fifth platform, which focuses on global diversification. Fifth is Stake. Stake is a fractional real estate investment app, focused primarily on international real estate opportunities, especially in markets like Dubai. Now here's where it gets interesting. Instead of investing in your local market, Stake allows you to access global properties with small investments. Imagine Alex in Europe investing in a Dubai apartment project without ever visiting the country. He earns rental income and potential appreciation while staying completely remote. But here's the limitation. Global investing introduces currency risk, regulatory differences, and liquidity constraints. So it's powerful, but it requires understanding. Stake is best for investors who want international exposure and diversification beyond their home country. Now let's move to the sixth app, which is more analytical. Sixth is Zillow. Zillow is not a direct investment app, but it is one of the most important real estate tools you can use. It helps you research property prices, rental estimates, market trends, and neighborhood data. Now here's the truth most beginners miss. Good investing starts with good research. And Zillow gives you that foundation. For example, Jake might be considering investing in a rental property. Before making a decision, he uses Zillow to compare prices, estimate rent, and analyze market trends. But here's the mistake. Many people treat Zillow like an investment platform. It is not. It is a research tool. So Zillow is best for investors who want to make informed decisions based on real data. Now let's move to the seventh and final app. Seventh is Mashvisor. Mashvisor is a real estate analytics platform designed specifically for investors. It focuses on rental property analysis, cash flow estimation, and investment scoring. Now here's where it gets interesting. Instead of browsing listings randomly, Mashvisor helps you identify properties with strong rental income potential. Let's say John wants to invest in Airbnb-style short-term rentals. Mashvisor can show him which cities and properties generate the best returns based on historical data. But here's the limitation. It is a premium tool, and beginners might find it data-heavy at first. So Mashvisor is best for serious investors who want to make data-driven investment decisions. Now let's bring everything together because this is where clarity matters most. We can group these 7 apps into 3 categories. First are fractional investment apps like Fundrise, Arrived Homes, and Stake. These let you invest small amounts into real estate and earn passive income. Second are direct ownership platforms like Roofstock. These let you buy actual properties online. Third are research and analytics tools like Zillow and Mashvisor. These help you make smarter investment decisions. And platforms like RealTimeMogul sit in between, offering curated investment deals. Now here's the most important takeaway from this entire video. Most beginners fail in real estate, investing not because they choose the wrong app, but because they don't understand what the app actually does. Some apps give ownership. Some give exposure. Some only give data. If you mix those up, you will be confused and disappointed. But if you match the app to your goal, everything becomes simple. If your goal is passive income with low effort, fractional apps are your starting point. If your goal is full ownership, platforms like Roofstock are better. If your goal is smart decision-making, research tools like Zillow and Mashvisor are essential. In a minute, if you remember only one thing from this video, remember this. Real estate investing is not about the app you choose. It is about the strategy you build first. Now let's quickly summarize everything clearly. Fundrise gives diversified, passive exposure. RealTimeMogul offers curated investment deals. Arrived Homes makes fractional rental investing simple. Roofstock allows full property ownership online. Stake gives international exposure. Zillow helps with research. Mashvisor provides deep analytics. Each one solves a different problem in the real estate investing journey. So the smartest investors don't pick just one app. They combine them based on their goals. And that is how you move from confused beginner to confident investor. If this video helped you understand real estate investment apps clearly, make sure to like, comment with your questions and subscribe for more deep, practical investing breakdowns just like this.